Welcome everybody back to Minecraft. Now this is not really the typical kind of video that I play on my channel, but today I have taken a challenge and I have built something for the building competition that's on the new Yogscast Conquest channel. Go check them out. But anyway, I have accepted this challenge to build something epic, and it took me about maybe less than 2 days to do this, and the reason being is because, well, it right now is the deadline. I would say it's maybe 1 or 2 hours before the deadline as I'm making this video, but I procrastinated until the very end because I didn't really have the time until now to make this build. So I hope you like this, Simon, because you are the judge of this, and I call this place Swampy's Vacation Home. So as you can tell, there's nothing but water, so obviously it's going to be a little swampy-esque, like a lot of nature and whatnot. So first thing you will see and notice when I turn around is a big water shield. So basically, if anything, like anybody wants to make an oil rig nearby, Swampy will be perfectly safe with this water shield in between everything. So let's just dive right into the front entrance. So first of all, you have, wow, I this is amazing. I already like this build. So first of all, you have a bunch of trees with a bunch of glowstone just around. You have a bunch of cocoa beans, jack-o'-lanterns lighting up the whole place so no mobs can spawn around. Ooh boy, getting a bit of FPS lag. But anyway, yeah, so that's the area around. Let's go to the front door and let's go enter the building itself. So the first thing you enter into is the barn. So I didn't want to cause a lot of lag from too many entities. So I have 2 sheep, 2 cows, a little work area for maybe some horses, a little stableman, like a little trader guy, a testificate. I got pigs, and then I have some chicken right here with an egg. So get a little bit more chicken in here. There we go. We got some babbies. All right. So other than that, I'll go down there in a minute. But anyway, so from here, all you need to do is just do a little jump and just climb the vines, and the first thing you'll do is come across this, well, first of all, lovely view of the area around, but then you'll go into this little area where you actually need to take a water elevator upwards. Now, the reason being I have this little water elevator is because you have this infinite water pool right here that you can continuously draw water from, so you can probably draw, yep, you can use the edges, probably not the center because that's where the elevator is, but you can use the edges as an infinite water source, and here we have the main work area and where everything is. So if you're not playing on 1.8 on the PC version, maybe you're playing on the Xbox or maybe the PS4 version, then you can probably switch a couple of rooms into maybe a food storage area or a different kind of place, or modify it so it doesn't have the 1.8 kind of stuff, so it's compatible. So anyway, first things first, and also every corner has these weird little tree pillars. I'll get to what those are. So a little tour around this corner. You have the brewing stand area. So you have a bunch of cauldrons, with a bunch of water. You got a bunch of brewing stands stacked on top of each other. You got a bunch of chests for storage of spider eyes, glowstone, whatever you need to do to make potions. And trust me, potions are amazing to use when the situation comes by, like instant health potions. The next room to the left of the potion room is the storage area. So you have item frames you can put in whatever. Let's say I want a bucket full or a chest full of lava buckets. So just push that into the item frame and then just put it into the large chest. So there we go, and knock that out. And yeah, so there's plenty of room for storage, plenty of stone, and like plenty of stone in this area, plenty of dirt, etc., etc. You have plenty of storage, and if you need more, you could probably convert one of the two other rooms into something like this. And also, you have a bunch of ender chests around each corner, just in case if you play on multiplayer and you have a lot of people, a lot of yogs around, you don't need to share just one little ender chest in one corner. Same thing with crafting tables, they're all lined up around the edges, so it's very convenient for you to use. Next, we have the armory. Now, obviously, the PS4 version and Xbox versions don't really have these armor stands up in their versions yet, so you can probably put more chests down, or maybe some item frames with some labels. But anyway, this is a place to put like bows, your sword, enchantment books, and you have your personal little entity armor stand right here, and you have a bunch of them all the way around. And that will be the armory. Again, a little tree pillar right there. Now, the next room is the smeltering room. Obviously, you got lava for lighting, red stained glass for a bunch of lava-esque kind of lighting and shading, and you have 16 furnaces or furnace on one wall, so a total of 32 in this whole room. Now, each of these rooms have one of these pillars for a tree. Now, the building on top, as you can tell, there are 4 areas, very, very identical, exactly the same, almost exactly the same. So these are the areas that you guys are going to be living. The Yogscast members. So the little first area of each of these corners will have these little personal storage areas. So in every one of these areas, there's going to be 4 people living in these little tower, so 16 in total, and you can probably have 1 person per wall for this little personal storage area. So they can probably put up paintings, put personal items in a chest or something. It's all up to you. This place is customizable and for whatever reasons and whatever you guys want to put in here. Now up here is a nice room with a wide ceiling, a bunch of glowstone to light the area. You have a bed for each of you, and you have a little personal chest as well right next to your bed, and then you have a little cabinet right next to each of the lamps, so right in between to share stuff. And you have 2 sets of these, so 4 per room, and each room is basically the same. So if we actually go over here, the only difference is that it was rotated, and that's basically it. So you have personal area again, and so you have this thing again. So all the beds are actually pointing inwards towards the center pillar or the center vine area, as you can tell from the other area. And these areas are actually properly lit up, so no mobs will be spawning on any difficulty. So that's all good. Alright, so what happens if you're really hungry, or if you need something something like sugarcane or maybe cactus? Well, if you go on these on the middle column on these vines, let's see, this is going to take a while, so let's zoom on up. Alright, so you go all the way up here, and no worries if you miss this little jump right here. So if you go like that, you'll trap yourself right here. Don't worry, no fall danger. So you jump up here, and right up here you have your farm. So first of all, you have your cactus farm, your sugarcane farm, like I said before, if you need any of those. And then you have some mycelium up here. Ooh, bit of lag as well. But you have some mycelium, and you have some mushrooms. You have a lot of mushrooms, so you can grow them yourself. And then right next to them on either side, you have these pumpkins and melon farms. And they're properly lit and properly displayed as well. These don't really do anything except water the surrounding area. So place that back down. There we go. And you have one on either side. So one on here, one over there. And now you have the main 3 food groups that aren't meat. You have your wheat, you have your carrots, and you have your potatoes. So if you need something to maybe feed the pigs, you just grab some from up here and dive all the way back down to the barn underneath. So you can probably just fall like I did to get a quick access downward, and then you just jump down here and back down here, and we are all the way back down to the farm area. Now, the last thing in this build now, other than this magnificent view of the whole area, so this is basically it. The 4 different areas for different types of storages or different kind of processes that take place in each of these 4 corners. 1 level up are the living quarters for you guys to live in, the Yogs. And then the final top floor is the food area and the resources. Now, 1 final area, oh, by the way, this is how I made the water shield, just a bunch of fences all around with a bunch of torches. And now for the last area that I've been holding off till the very end is down there. So let's say you really need to go to Nether, so you need some Nether wart because you forgot to plant some. So let's go way down here. The Nether is starting to leak out into the real world, and you have a gigantic Israfel portal right here. You got some lava to light up the whole area, and you might want to be a little careful when walking by here, because yeah, there's lava pools around everywhere, so just be careful about that. I haven't touched the nether at all, so go right ahead. It's a fresh new nether, and yeah, that's basically it for my whole base. This took about maybe, let's see, I would say maybe 10 to 12 hours total time, maybe not even, maybe just barely maximum 8 hours to build this whole thing. And yeah, I'm quite proud of it. It's it's been quite a challenge to build something in less than 2 days, let alone given a whole month to do it, a proper month instead of procrastinating. But I say this was an achievement, so I really hope you liked the Simon. And if you don't, well, I give it my best shot. So anyway, if you're not Simon watching this and you're another judge, then hi. But anyway, so that is my build. And for the ones who are watching from my channel, just a little quick thing that I can do in creative mode in less than 8 hours. So this has been fun. This has been a quite a fun build, and wow, lots of lag. So you might want to turn down a couple of things before entering in here. So yeah, this is probably where Swampy comes whenever he gets angry at Fumble more, but alright, so I'm going to leave it there. So that is my build for the Conquest channel. I hope you like this build, and I hope you pick mine for maybe top 10. Hopefully, maybe. Anyway, I'll see you around. So, bye bye.